If you're watching this video, it means things aren't working out with women. Maybe she stopped responding. Maybe dates are going nowhere. Maybe there's constant conflict in your relationship. In this video, you'll learn a step-by-step plan from meeting a girl to the first time you're intimate, as well as the 4 main mistakes that cause dates to fail. I'm George Vale, founder of the Men's Club. Let's go. In 13 years of working with thousands of men and women, I've realized one thing. Men don't get results with women, not because they're unattractive or poor, but because they don't understand how women think and what they need. The Vale method is a system that explains this. From the first message to a relationship. Not pickup artistry, not manipulation. Real understanding. I know what you're facing when it comes to meeting girls. You text a girl, you're nervous. What if she doesn't reply? What if she thinks I'm boring? She responds well and then suddenly disappears. And you start thinking that something is wrong with you. That you're unattractive, uninteresting, that girls don't like you. Your self-esteem drops. This shows up not just in your personal life, but at work and in social situations. It's not your fault. No one ever taught you how this works. My name's George Vale. I'm 30 years old. I've brought pleasure to over 50,000 women. No, not in the way you're thinking. I own an adult store, 18 plus toys. Women and couples came to me every day. Since childhood, I've easily connected with girls and learned to understand them deeply. They told me things they never tell men. What they like, what turns them off, what they actually want. People started coming to me for relationship and dating advice. I've helped over 1,000 couples build harmonious relationships. I've gathered all my knowledge and experience into a training program and founded the Men's Brotherhood, Chosen Men. Look at these numbers. 63% of young American men are currently single. On Tinder, it's 2 men for every 1 woman. And there are almost no men who actually understands women. And those who can easily meet people and build loving relationships are rare. And that's no accident. No one ever taught men how to do this. No one explained how attraction works, how relationships are built, and what a woman really wants. And that's why most men are just guessing every single time. Now, imagine a different picture. You walk into a bar, you see a girl that you like. You approach calmly, without fear, because you know exactly what to say. You handle the date so well that she's the one asking to meet again. There are plenty of women around you, and you're the one choosing who to build a relationship with and who to just date. In a relationship, you recognize when manipulation is happening, and you know how to put a stop to it. No conflicts, no dependency. Women feel that they're with a real man, and they hold on to you. Now, look at what happens if nothing changes. Women will keep disappearing, and you still won't understand why. Dates will lead to nowhere. You'll waste time, money, and energy yet again. In a relationship, the woman will call the shots, manipulate, and you'll just follow along. Because she's physically weaker, but she has other tools of influence. And you don't understand this dynamic. She's controlling you, ending in a breakup or a relationship where you're miserable. Tell me honestly, do you want to understand women? Do you want to approach any girl without fear? Do you want to be the man that women choose themselves? Then the next 10 minutes are for you. Here's what I'm going to show you today. How to meet a girl online and in real life. What mistakes kill attraction, and how to stop making them. How to run a date so that she's the one who wants to meet again. And at the end, I'll show you Chosen Man from the inside and how to get free training on successful dating. Let me tell you how it all started. Growing up, I was a shy kid, but it was always easier with girls than with guys. And I started asking everyone, why did you do that? What did you feel? What did you want at that moment? And I got to the bottom of it. Always. At the same time, I started attending men's relationship workshops, studied the psychology of attraction, practiced, and analyzed. At one of the workshops, I became a support coach, helping men navigate situations with women. Men started coming to me for advice, and I helped them build their relationships, understanding what's happening, finding solutions. And at the same time, women from the shop were telling me their side, and in the end, a full picture emerged. I saw the situation from both sides, from men and from women. And from that, I built a Veil Method. I can't show you photos of the toys we sold here. I can show how we worked with models in erotic lingerie. This is us doing a shoot. This is us showing a Shibari masterclass. In the middle, that's me at a sex toy expo. Real people, real results every week. Mike, 38, divorced after 12 years of marriage. Couldn't approach a woman, joined Chosen Man, understood the structure. Now he's married again, 2 years in a relationship. Chris, 32, texted with girls for months, and it almost never led to a date. Joined the club. I and other men gave him feedback. Now he's in a relationship, living with a girl he found himself. Besides that, every week, men share their victories. Myth number 1. Women only care about money. No, that's not true, and here's why. Money is just a means to meet a need, but the need itself isn't about money. For example, a girl says she needs a car, but what she actually needs is to get from point A to point B comfortably. You can drive her in your car if it's more convenient, or meet that need in another way, so that it emotionally covers the need for comfortable logistics. Find the real need, and you don't need money to meet it. A woman chooses a man based on how she feels around him, based on emotions, on values, on whether he meets her real needs or not. Myth number 2. You can only meet women through Tinder. Not true. You can meet them anywhere. On the street, in a cafe, at events, in the gym. Anywhere at all. And I'll tell you about that right now. Myth number 3. Men's programs teach pickup and manipulation. No. In Chosen Men, we don't teach techniques and scripts. We teach how to understand women, understand the structure of relationships, and act from a position of strength, not fear. It's not manipulation, it's psychology, understanding, and emotional intelligence. And that's exactly what the Veil Method is built on. No tactics, no scripts, just understanding how a woman thinks and what she needs at every stage. Step 1. Choose how you want to meet people. Online, a huge selection of women, you can meet anytime, and it's easy to start a conversation. Offline, there's less competition. You see the woman in person right away, man, you stand out from the rest. The best results come when you use both methods at the same time. Dating apps. 3 steps. First, it's the photo. At least 4. Where your face is clearly visible. The photo should say, this man has a life. Second, it's the profile, not a biography. Positioning. A short text that creates curiosity and gives her a reason to message first. In the club, we break down the profile structure in detail. I personally check the photos in bio. Third is the first message, and this is where most men make a mistake. Look at what most people do. Hey, how are you? That goes in the trash. She gets hundreds of messages like that a day. You're invisible. You're so beautiful. Can we get to know each other? Same thing, 0 reaction. Now look at how it's done. You see in her profile that she does yoga. And you write, oh, yoga? I just tried it myself recently and realized it's harder than it looks. Do you prefer more dynamic practices or calm ones? Feel the difference? You connected the message to her profile and showed that you're a real person and asked a question she actually wants to answer. Here's the formula. Observation from the profile, a short thought about yourself, 1 question, write it down. It works. In the club, I personally check chats and give feedback. We have a section for analyzing real-life situations. Meeting people in real life. And I'll start with the most important thing. It's your internal state. Here's why it's critical. If you approach a woman feeling sad, tense, or insecure, she feels it instantly. Even if you haven't said a word, she'll think, this man wants something from me. He's insecure, he's boring, he's gloomy. But a woman is about emotion. She chooses a man based on the energy he radiates. If the energy is weak, she filters you out automatically without even realizing why. That's why your internal state is the foundation. It's a daily job. That's why at Chosen Man, we have daily tasks that build up this state of mind every single day. Now for the approach. If a girl's walking toward you, don't block her path. Wait for her to pass. Turn around, catch up. Calmly come from the side, match her pace. And just say, hey, you look great. That's it. That's enough to start. Then just a conversation. Person to person. No pressure. Find out who she is. Tell her who you are. If you're in a hurry, just say so. I'm in a rush. Meeting a friend. Can we swap info and chat later on WhatsApp? That's all. No magic involved. The main thing is your internal state. And if you have that, everything else follows. And if it doesn't work the first time, that's okay. 20% theory, 80% practice. That's why at Chosen Man, we share our approaches every day. What worked, what didn't, what can be improved. Keep practicing. The results will come. Okay, she said yes, the date is set. Here's how to handle it so she'll want to meet again. The place. A quiet cafe or bar, somewhere not too loud, where you can actually talk. Where you can sit close and connect in person. That's a more conversation. If not an interview. Be genuinely interested in her. Find out her hobbies, what matters to her. Tell her about yourself. The talk should flow, like between two people who are into each other. Your goal is to find common ground in values and beliefs. When she feels you're alike, a connection forms. And remember, you're the man, take action, be decisive. No matter what she says, a woman naturally wants a strong man by her side, who protects, decides, and leads. Be that man. Decide, take action, and lead. Let's talk about mistakes. I want you to really see yourself in one of these points right now. Hey, how's it going? That never works. She gets hundreds of those messages, and you just become invisible. Boring talk. Too many questions without any emotion. It turns into an interrogation, not a conversation. You're too available, always online, always replying instantly. It tells her this man has no life besides me, and the attraction disappears. Long texting phases without any dates. You waste all your emotional energy on your phone. By the date, there's nothing left to talk about. You're trying too hard to impress her. She senses the fear underneath it all, and that's a total turnoff. And most importantly, you talk to her like a friend. No flirting, no making a move. And you end up in the friend zone. Sound familiar? Good. Because now you know what needs to change. Mike, 38 years old. Before. Divorced after 12 years of marriage. Couldn't even approach a woman. Didn't know what to say. He felt completely lost. After, he understood the relationship structure. He started going on dates. And women were asking him out. Now he's remarried. 2 years in, no arguments, no manipulation. Chris, 32 years old. Before, he had a good job and a normal life, but nothing worked with women. He'd text for months, but it almost never led to a date. After, he joined Chosen Men. Men in the community gave him direct feedback and showed him what to do. And now he dates regularly and has plenty of options. He's in a relationship with a girl he found himself. Mike and Chris didn't become different people. They just understood how women think, and they started acting differently. That is the Veil method. My mission is to pass this system to 100,000 men. To men who truly understand women, who act with confidence and can get anyone, who build real, lasting relationships without games or manipulation. And you can be one of them. See what chosen men looks like from the inside. Here's the roadmap. Even if you're worried about getting lost, it's all laid out step by step. One step at a time. You'll never feel lost. Here are the daily actions. Every single day. A specific action. Not just theory. Real practice. Here are the member reports. People post what they did on dates, what worked and what didn't. Everyone learns from each other's experiences. Here are the weekly lens. Real people share their results every single week. Here is the feedback in Q&A. You can ask a question at any time. Either I or the Brotherhood answers. Here are the events and streams. Weekly breakdowns. Live sessions. Here are the courses. Lessons for every level, with an exam at the end. 3 levels. Dating apps. Real life. Relationships. Now, here's how to get started. The button's below this video. Click it to go to the Chosen Men page. Here, you can take another look at what's inside. Read answers to the most common questions. The first 3 days are free. Go in, look around, feel how it works. To start, click the Start Free Trial button. Listen, you just got real information, no fluff, but actual tools. Everything you learned today is part of the Veil method. The only system that leads you from the first message to a relationship, through understanding how women think. You learned why girls disappear, why dates lead nowhere, why conflicts and manipulation start in relationships, and what to do about it. All these problems, matches, dates, intimacy, relationships, they're the result of one single cause. You didn't understand how attraction works. Now you know. The only way to get this system in full, step-by-step, with practice and the Brotherhood is Chosen Men. Not pickup, not manipulation, but a real understanding of women. After this video, 3 levels wait for you that will change your life. First is online dating. More matches, real conversations, and real dates. Second is offline dating. How to approach, how to talk, how not to be afraid. How to handle dates so she'll want to meet again and again. And third, how to build harmonious, happy relationships without conflict, manipulation, or cheating. And right now, we have a special offer. Only for the first 100 people, 3 days free. This is a limited opportunity. Not for everyone, only for those who act right now. $39 a month. First 3 days free. Only for the first 100 people. Time to act. Put your knowledge into practice. Join the club. See you inside.